Welcome, everybody.
You can make that into a fucking meme of that right now.
Welcome to TJ Warren TV. 3-1 to the Arsenal at the Emirates. It wasn't pretty. Let's be honest with ourselves. It wasn't pretty. But we are here. We are second in the league after certain results passed this morning or this afternoon, wherever you are in the world, especially to our friends across the pond. But let's go ahead and introduce the regulars. Let's start with my guy, Dal. Dal, you seem like you're in a jovial mood. How are you?
What was the Wolves and Spurs game score? I forgot. Was it 2-1?
It was 2-1.
Was it 2-1 to the Wolves?
Yeah, it was 2-1.
Oh! Big up everyone in the chat. It's 9 a.m. I got 3 hours sleep. And up the fucking Arsenal! Let's go.
Yes. I need this energy. Dude, I got a full, like I was saying to you backstage, I got a full night of sleep. Didn't drink. I was a fucking choir boy last night. Okay.
I got 3 hours
and now,
sleep.
and I am buzzing. Okay. I am buzzing. The TJ Warren Shamelessness Tour is kicking off today. I'm going to be streaming most of the day, most of the night. We are going to be having a good Saturday today. Arsenal are second in the league to Manchester City, which is exactly where I would expect them to be. So with that being said, let's go to my man who's still tinkering. I know you're still tinkering over there, Connor.
Yeah.
But how you doing, brother? You good?
I'm all good, man. I'm all good. That was well, one thing that did annoy me was my flipping stream kept banging out every single 2 minutes. Because look, what sucks is in the UK we don't get 3 o'clock kickoffs, so we got to resort to other methods to watch the game. So that was a bit annoying. I had to switch back and forth, but from what I was seeing, it was a pretty good game. A little bit slow. Again, another game where it did take us a while to break them down, but eventually when we did break them down, it was very effective. And a lot of players really stood out today. It was just an overall good game. Just look at that on the screen, and you can just tell where the problem is. Look, and you can just see where that problem is.
Right.
We'll get into it later, and we'll also get into Fabio Vieira's stupid tackle.
The problem.
Yeah, exactly. And look at the table as well. It's just to your little right down there. You know, there's just them lot down on 26. And don't forget that we got given shit for saying that we're only 2 points behind you. Oh, but we're still top of you. I'm going to rinse this until they fucking take us over again, which I don't think they will. So, yeah, big up to everyone in the chat. Thank you very much for tuning in. And please make sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new. Try and get TJ to 600 subs. And, yeah, just an overall good day of football. And I will be watching Match of the Day tonight because we won. I hate watching Match of the Day when we lose. So, yeah, I'm all good, TJ and Dow. I'm all good.
Bro, no, and we're getting the win at the Emirates against Burnley is expected. That is an obligation. We do not lose to teams like this. Period. End of story. Period. End of story. We do not lose to teams like this. Big up to 16 inside. Make sure that you're smashing the likes. Let's say hi to some of the regulars in there. We got Here to There is here. We got Jaminho inside. Big up Jaminho every single time. I cannot wait to see your match ratings, brother. You're eating just a little bit of crow today, I think. AJ, every time inside. Thank you so much for the congratulations, my brother. Yeah, 590. We're getting to 600 this weekend. I don't care. We're getting to by hook or by crook. We are getting to 600, and I got a couple of shows coming up this afternoon that I think will help us out there. We got K Sing inside. Big up, my friend. How are you, dude? What's good? We won. Spurs lost. Weekend is good.
Oh yeah,
weekend is good. Facts, standards. Yes, absolutely, my guy. Absolutely. Big up Mama Flossie inside as well. Big up every single time. My computer's moving a little mad today, but we're all right. We're all right. But yeah, no, we're looking. I'm feeling really, really good about it. I think. Am I coming through okay?
Yeah, you're good, man. Can you hear us, TJ?
I think I'm losing you guys a little bit.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you, but I think my computer's moving a little mad. I might have to leave and come back.
You want to take over, TJ?
Hold on one sec. Yeah. No, let me exit and come back. I'll be right back. Let me exit and come back.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, Dow,
Yeah.
let's just go while we wait for TJ to come back.
Let's do it.
Overall, how would you see this is the thing, right? I think today we were very good going forward, but I want us to do this more consistently, more threatening. That's what I'm trying to get. We were more threatening today going forward. Now it's international break coming up, unfortunately. I want to see more of this going forward into the next games. Do you think we're going to do that? Because I really want us to start doing that.
Yes, if given the space.
Yep.
You know, I mean, I've said it all along. Once you give us some space, we can annihilate pretty much any team. But the problem is when physical teams push up on us, they push us over the ball, like we saw against Newcastle and West Ham.
Yep.
You know, you give us space, we will beat you. We will beat you if you give our players space and time on the ball. That's what we've proven this season. It hasn't been always the best, but that's been the outcome.
Yeah.
You give us space, we will kill you.
Yep. Facts. Sorry about that. I think I'm a little better now. Freaking ridiculous. StreamYard moving absolutely mad. No. Sorry, Dal. I don't want to interrupt you.
No. Everything was moving mad. The Peacock camera was moving mad. That's why I'm wearing the shades, because I'm fucking sick of watching the Peacock camera go like this.
Oh, yeah. No, that was weird.
God. Disgusting. But other than that, Connor, yeah, I mean, it was a little lackluster in the first half. We could see there was a little bit of stagnation and slowing down the ball. Jorginho didn't know what foot he was standing on there for a few of the minutes. But other than that, Connor, it was pretty fucking fantastic, that second half, bro.
Yeah.
Loved it.
It was right, yeah, very good. Just a couple little players that stood out today in terms of bad performances. But hey, it is what it is. So.
Here, I'll interject here just a tad. I thought the first half was absolutely dross. I thought we were terrible the first half, and I'm like, you know what? If this continues, that we might draw points here. And I said I was yelling at you guys in the group chat this morning saying if we drop points after Spurs lost today, I am going to be fuming. But then Trossard, absolute boss. He's our number 9. I don't think it's a question anymore. It's not a question anymore, right? Are we done with this? Like, while Gabriel Jesus is out, hey, even if Gabriel Jesus is in, Saka needs a rest. Play Gabriel Jesus on the right. The thing is with Trossard is, like, we were obviously waiting for a long time to him to actually catch up on form because, you know, he did drop off a bit. But the thing is, when you actually give him the game time and let him do his thing, he will perform. And that's what we need to keep doing, just giving him more game time, more 90 minutes, and he'll perform. More consistency. That's what he needs. And yes.
I think we can give it to him because obviously Jesus is out and Nketiah is dross. So that's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
I was just going to say, we looked more like organized with Trossard up front. You know, Eddie usually running around there, you know, like a lost chicken. Kai Havertz kind of follow him like a lost chick, you know. And today we had Trossard kind of just putting things in motion, making things happen. It was fantastic. He was brilliant today. Absolutely brilliant today. In those corners, best corner taker we've got. Looks better. Finally could get it past the first freaking man. Saka, Martinelli on the corners, Trossard's the one. Let's go.
Yeah, no, Trossard, absolutely. I mean, I think it goes without saying. I think he's in contention for man of the match today. Another person I think that needs to be mentioned is Alexander Zinchenko. I thought he was very good today. Incredible goal. Probably one of the goals of the season for Arsenal. I know that the competition was Joss, but he came in and he put in a job today. He was looking a little. We were talking about it. He was looking a little sus during the first half. He had a nice little move in the box in the first half, and that was about it. But that goal was sick. He turned it on in the second half. I thought he was very good in the second half for sure. And then what else can you say about this guy? William Saliba, the best center back in the Premier League.
Wrong question.
The only person that I think challenges him is Van Dijk. That's it.
Ruben Diaz is a shout too.
Ruben Diaz too. But I'm not talking about anybody else. You can take your stats. Stats don't matter if you don't play in the game. And certain other center backs are not playing for 3 games. So I don't really think like what is it they say? The smart people. I'm not smart, but what is it the smart people say? The best ability is availability.
Something along those lines.
Something along those lines. I don't know. I'm not smart. I never claimed to be smart. That's why I have American Idiot right here. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say about that. William Saliba, incredible header. Again, another great defensive effort as well as from Gabrielle. I mean, overall, I would say that this was a little bit tighter than we would have liked, I think. But at the end of the day, when you're not playing the best football, at least just play well enough to get the win. And I think going into the break, this was the effort, especially in that second half, that we needed. Yeah. And then hopefully Jorginho's okay, because we're going to be missing Vieira for the next 3 games. Idiot. Stupid. So stupid. But yeah, I mean, for now, and it's incredibly thin, we should have Odegaard back at the end of the international break, if everybody can be believed, or if the news reports can be believed. So we're going to be running with that Rice, Jorginho, as long as his head is okay, and Odegaard midfield. So yeah. Big up. Oh, yep. So here we go. We got this guy inside. Big up Flawless every single time, bro. Flawless, it's shameless today, bro. Here we are again. Certain results, and I'm on my high horse. I'm not going to lie to you, but big up Flawless every single time. Go and subscribe to Sarcasm City TV if you haven't already. I will be running my mouth on that channel anytime, pretty much anytime Flawless sends me the link. I'm not even going to lie to you. And I did star 1, and then we can I'll throw it over to Connor for him to give his overall view of the match. But Scott M, welcome back to YouTube, Scott. You have been hiding. I don't know what Canadian forest you've been hiding out in, but he says, TJ Warren, Fraud TV. How's my favorite Spurs fan doing? How are you doing, Scott? How are you doing after today? Turns out Ange Ball doesn't really work out if you don't have your starting 11. And we were saying it all week long, all month long, all season long.
All season long.
We knew that the fall was coming. We told you guys. And we are going to continue to tell you. We are going to continue. Is our team perfect? No, it's not, obviously. But the amount of fraudulence that I heard coming from the Lily Whites, it's not going unanswered. Sorry.
We're the real North London team that needs to be competing for the title. We're not the fraudulent Spurs that we can compare to Wolves and Crystal Palace, and basically you can compare them to Brighton. You can compare, I mean, we're talking mid-level club, TJ. I mean, it's obvious. It's, this little blip they had, they're all wound up. I mean, it's fantastic to see them all come back down to reality. Because
right.
The fact of the matter is, we're the true North London Kings. We're the ones that deserve that title. And Spurs are frauds coming in here with a new Australian coach with fucking Kangaroo Jack thinking you're going to take our spot. You got to be crazy. You got to be crazy.
Yeah, no, and then, it is the way of the Tottenham. And look, it is what it is. Like, that's literally all I could say. It is what it is. It is what it is. Like, I'm not even trolling. Here's the thing, though, is like Stell and Will are going to watch this on playback, or some of the Spurs fans are going to watch this on playback, and they think we're sewering him. We're not. We are telling you what we have been telling you all season long.
Therapy.
We're not rubbing it in your face. We are telling you what we have been telling you since week uno. Big up 17 inside. Make sure you're smashing the likes up. Let's get up to 25 likes before the end of the stream, people. Before the end of the stream. Connor. Can you comment on some things that I'd like to see? The play of William Saliba, the idiocy of Vieira, and the German ghosts that we still have in midfield. What do you think? Just choose what you want to talk about, man.
Well, my microphone quality should be better now, because I just realised at the beginning of the stream my microphone's all the way back there. So if I sounded really shit, that was probably why. So apologies for that. I probably sound a lot better now. William Saliba, man. I mean, need I say more why this guy does not get as much praise? And it's because he doesn't get into the French team. Well, the French starting 11. He does get into the French team, just not the starting 11. You got to realise that team is full of a lot of fantastic players. Last team to win the World Cup. They're a very, very, very good team. And I don't want that to take away from him because I do think eventually he will be in that starting 11 for that squad. You can't forget this guy's what, 21, 22?
Yeah, I was going to say, like
he's not even in his prime yet. This guy is so solid. Like if I had my way, this guy should be here for the next 5 to 7 years, probably even longer than that. Because clubs will come calling for this guy. They will come calling, especially the likes of Real Madrid.
Yep.
Maybe even the likes of Bayern. Maybe even the likes of Man City will come calling for him at times. But he's fantastic, man. So good. And that header, just when we needed it as well. And the great crossing from Trossard, who's made it up because last time when he was doing crosses from the corner flag, they were absolutely shocking. So he's made up for himself there. I don't want to say Trossard. Fair play to him, getting the goal, but also taking that massive hit on his shoulder. That must have been very painful, to take. But fair play to him, and he got us the goal. Yeah, very good. And I'm not going to lie. I mean, Zinchenko was perfect today because we were playing a team that, in terms of going forward, we didn't really need to panic too much. I mean, they did have their chances by Burnley. Don't get me wrong; they obviously got the goal, but it wasn't like a Man City game where we have to sit back constantly. We were mostly on the front foot going forward. And this is when Zinchenko's at his peak because he doesn't have to worry about coming back and sitting back and staying. So these are the type of games where you're going to see 10 out of 10s from Zinchenko. The Burnleys, the Sheffield Uniteds, the Luton Towns when we eventually play them. The only way we're going to see this consistently is if he stays in that midfielder role and he starts there. And we play Ben White. I think Ben White might have been knocked there, don't I?
No, he was knocked.
Yeah, well, if Ben White's fit, we play Ben White right back, Tomiyasu left back. It just makes sense. You've got this fraud who done fuck all for 60 minutes. I keep swearing on your channel, TJ. I'm so sorry. He done nothing for 60 minutes, and he still plays him. And I hope substituting him today at 60 minutes helped Mikel clog in his head that this guy is dead food. He is shit. He is so bad. And TJ, we know damn well, and Dow as well. I don't know if Dow, but I think me and TJ myself were saying at the start of the season, we're going to give this guy a chance. We'll let him have his moment. We'll give him a chance.
I give him 5 games.
After the Man City game, I was like, in the community, I thought, okay, he had 2 good chances. All right. Hopefully he keeps consistent now. He's shit. If I had my way, I'd terminate his contract tonight. Kick him out on the street. Let him go on the free agents list. He is shocking. Shit. Awful player. Ghosted again against Burnley. He ghosted against Sheffield and he ghosted against Burnley. I know FotMob isn't... This is FotMob, by the way, as you're seeing below the screen. The stats aren't accurate. They don't determine stats. It's just an overall. But the fact that you've got greens all over the pitch and there's that one geezer that just sits there... It just screams it. It just absolutely screams it. And he needs to be dropped. Put Zinchenko... Does Arteta not know where this guy plays for his country? Put him in midfield. Just put him in there. And you'll see that going forward, we will have so much more to offer because Zinchenko won't have to shit himself about coming back and defending. This guy is dead. He is so shit. And I hope to God that... I don't even know what the fuck we're going to do because we're stuck with him, innit? We're stuck with this guy. We are stuck with this. Oh, man.
Highest paid player on the team.
He's starting to really... I can't swear, TJ. He's starting to really piss me off.
It's all over. We've already reached the threshold.
I would happily swap this geezer with Mason Mount. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, give me you know what? I'll take Sander Burge. We were linked with Sander Burge. I'll actually take him. I'll take Josh Brownhill. I swear to God, I'll take Josh Brownhill over Kai Havertz.
I'd take Ericsson in a second.
I would take £65
million. I was watching some stream in Australia, right? But they had English commentators. And even they were saying, so where on the commentary, so where does Kai Havertz actually play? They didn't even have an answer because no one knows what this guy does. He is so ghosted. It is crazy. Send him back to the Bundesliga. Let him do what he wants to do over there. Or send him to the Turkish league for all I care, or even Saudi, because he loves the money, from what we can tell, 300 bags a week. Send him to Saudi. Let him get all the money he wants and play all the fraudulent football he wants to play. Seriously, you will see more effort on a Sunday league pitch than you will from this guy. So dead, so shit. Anyway, I'm not going to use all my energy on this guy because we won the game and we were very good today. Bukayo Saka, another great performance from him today. For me personally, although Zinchenko does have man of the match, Trossard was just again fantastic today. You know, in the 2 moments when we needed something, you know, we got the goal. We needed the goal before half time, and obviously the straight response, got the assist for the corner. For me, he's my man of the match today. I know a bit of a spoiler for player ratings, but Zinchenko is definitely second in my opinion. Just an overall great performance. And very quickly on the Burnley goal, yes, it was very poor defending. I do think we panicked a bit. And obviously, Tomiyasu did get ran down, but at the end of the day, that happens to defenders. And
deflection from Gabriel.
Yeah, exactly. Koleosho, obviously too fast for Tomiyasu. You couldn't deal with him. And Gabriel, another little slip up. You know, it's not becoming frequent, but I guess you could say it's unlucky. It's a deflection, but yeah, you know, I don't know if it's only me. Does it feel like it happens sort of normally where Gabriel gets deflections? I don't know why.
It's happened. It's happened twice that I can remember now this season. I know it happened a couple of times last season.
Yeah, it feels a bit regular. So I don't know whether it's just his positioning's bad in terms of where he's trying to block the ball. I don't know where he's got to work on that. But yeah, no, overall, very happy. We're second. Obviously, City do have the game in hand. Fingers crossed Chelsea could either pull out a draw tomorrow or even a win for all we know. But I don't think they will. But we'll see.
They will either,
but listen, Liverpool obviously playing tomorrow. If they score 2 more goals, they do go above us. But it's heating up, guys. It's heating up. But I just pray to God that we get some of our players back after the international break. I think Odegaard will definitely be back. I want to think Jesus will be back. And I also want to think Smith Rowe will be back as well. So that's 3 crucial players that we need in this team because I think this season, the title will go down to the wire. And we need all the support we can get. And I've seen rumours that we're looking to sell players now to fund Ivan Toney. We're looking to fund Ivan Toney. And if that's the case, I will applaud Mikel Arteta because he's taken it seriously. So, yeah, sorry, I'm back on a bit now. But that's
no, it's fine. No, and it scares me a little bit. Now that you bring that up, it scares me a little bit because who do we realistically have to sell?
Exactly.
You know, like that's kind of my thing is we would have to sell a name, and I think that name is Ramsdale.
Yeah,
if we're being honest.
I think that name is Ramsdale, Thomas Partey, El Neni, and Cedric.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to get anything for El Neni or Cedric. That's the thing is you're going to get like 12 million for the both of them if we're lucky.
It's not like we don't have the 100 mil in the bank.
Well, it's true. It's true. But the Cronkies will have the Cronk. It's really
they sell before you buy, right?
What we really need to do is make sure that we're in this position. We're in striking distance at least of Man City when we get into the January transfer window, and then Mikel has to go to his buddy Josh. Take him to a Nuggets game or an Avalanche game over here and say, "Hey, look, dude, I need another 100 mil."
Do you know what he would say to that? And do you know what he would say to that? It would say, "Screw you! You just spent 65 million on it on a giraffe. Screw you, man." And do you know what? I wouldn't blame Josh.
I disagree there, brother.
I don't think he will.
Connor, there's something about the Cronkies, man. I don't know. They
love winning,
and they love winning, Connor. I mean, I know you don't really rate them all that much, brother.
If he loves winning, would they more last January?
If we're competing, like TJ and you were saying, if we're competing with City around the end of December and we're, maybe 2 or 3 points off the City, or maybe we're on top by a point.
We were doing that last season.
They will give him money, bro.
We were doing that last season. And they didn't give it to listen. They give us a set amount every year,
right?
And the point I'm trying to make is, I think Arteta might have flipped. I don't want to swear. It's really bad. I should have a swear jar. Arteta, I think, has ruined a bit of it because if I'm looking at it and I'm looking at what he spent, and I'd be like, yeah, 100 mil Declan Rice, okay, fair. That was a very good investment, but you just spent 65 million pounds of my money on this geezer who's doing nothing on the pitch. But then again, I don't think they're the biggest fans of football, so maybe they don't care. But listen,
they have Connor. They have Walmart money.
That's what I mean. So just fund it.
They have no excuse. Like if they like winning, okay. So prime example: Rams win the Super Bowl. The next year, the Avalanche win the Stanley Cup. The next year, the Nuggets win the NBA championship.
All 3 Cronky sports.
Yep, all 3 Cronky sports and entertainment. The only other, and the Colorado Mammoth. The same year the Avalanche won the cup, they won the lacrosse cup over here in the United States.
Connor's not crazy about the lacrosse cup.
I know another Cronky. No, I'm just saying another Cronky sports franchise. That's all I'm saying. How bad do you think Stan and Josh want to add a Premier League to that?
Oh, they would love that.
Because that is their brand.
I personally don't see them spending more than 30 million in January. I just don't see it.
I would be incredibly disappointed. But as much as we were Cronky out before, they did spend the money on Declan Rice, and Declan Rice has been worth every penny so far. Every penny.
Yeah.
So, if we can get just another top signing, like we just need Ivan Toney. We need Ivan Toney.
I just keep Thomas Partey. I genuinely would. If we had to sell Ramsdale to make funds, sell Ramsdale to make funds. It is what it is. We're apparently looking to get between 30 and 40. Some people don't believe that. Honestly, English tax, he's still on a long contract, and it's Chelsea. I highly, highly doubt we'll sell him for a low fee. And let's not get it twisted, right? He had a crap game against West Ham, but he's a very good goalkeeper. And Chelsea need a goalkeeper right now because Robert Sanchez ain't it. He had an all right game the other day, but he's not it. He is dross. He is awful. They need a goalkeeper, and they've got the money. Your man over there, I can't even remember his name, Todd Bowley, just smashes the cash for all he wants. He will pay that money. So if we need to do that little bit to fund it, keep Thomas Partey. I wouldn't stress about the midfield that much. If Jorginho carries on a bit like this, I know he picked up a bit of a knock today. If he carries on a bit like this, a bit more stable, I'll be like, all right, I can get it. And obviously we'll have Odegaard, so we'll have this fraud on the bench. But if we wanna, and we've learned our lesson from last season, we didn't. Well, you could say one reason was Saliba, but we needed goals last season. When at the moment we needed goals, and we didn't have that player to do that. Let's learn our lesson and just scrape off the midfield. If you're going to get both, you have my full backing. You go for that shit. But if you're going to go for one, you have to go for striker. It's as simple as that. Because I guarantee you, if we don't, Tony will get picked up instantly by Chelsea or Spurs. And I'm saying Spurs because they've got the money to do it.
No, they do have the money to do it, and but I'm also seeing reports because you and I are in all those freaking Tottenham chats that Levy isn't willing to spend because he's going to spend that $100 million on building a hotel next to the stadium or something like that. I don't understand. And here's the thing: is it's like all these, and I'm not trying to talk about Spurs again, but all these Levy outers are coming back out now. I'm like, where did you go? You got to keep putting the pressure. You got to keep putting the pressure on these guys because you knew it was going to happen. You knew these injuries were going to happen.
We caught them out, TJ. We caught them out, especially still, because I said the other day when we were on Tottenham.
It's not just Stell, by the way. It's not.
I know. Yeah, I know. But I said, and you pointed out perfectly. You said, why are you talking about Levy out anymore? Because we're winning. So when you're losing, you're going to go back to him.
And that's exactly what's happening. That's exactly what's happening.
You're in. It's as simple as that. I still personally don't want the Cronkies at the club. And it's not to do with the amount of spending. It's just because I don't think they're fully... It's a bit ironic because they have spent the money, especially this season. They've spent money in previous seasons. But I would like an owner who's fully invested in the club. Does that make sense? He's always there at the games. You want a guy where it's not like a... It's not like part of a conglomerate. Exactly. It's not like just a bit of I've got a little side business. The likes of Matteo Flamini, former Arsenal, very loaded by the way, but also former Arsenal. He's a football fan. It's stuff like that. That's the reason I'm not wanting the Cronkies to be here long term. That's the only reason for that. I would rather have an owner who does spend like the Cronkies do spend. I'm not getting that twisted, but who appreciates the club as much as much as us fans do. Which I don't think the Cronkies do to a full extent, which is not trying to be a dick, but I think it's fairly honest.
No, it's honest. It's honest.
But Spurs fans, they're winning 1 minute and they're losing today, and now it's Levy out all over again. Make your mind up. Yeah. Oh, but because we're winning and not talking about it, load of bollocks. You're either Levy in or Levy out. It's always the excuse. I've even seen Ange out. I've seen Ange out comments today. They turned mad. They were backing him, saying he was the free manager of the month in a row. Well, he ain't going to win it this month. That's for sure. Frauds, a lot of them. Frauds. A bit of success, and they get excited, and then as soon as it goes downhill, they crumble and they go, "Oh no, we're back to this again. We're going to get top six. We're going to get sixth now." By the way, last thing is I'm going to shut up now because I feel like I'd speak over these guys too much.
Oh, good. No, you're not.
If Spurs don't get top four this season, I'm coming for them. I am. Oh my God, I am going to.
You're going to punch up, TJ. We're going to start a riot with the Tottenham girls.
Roast them. Honestly, roast them. Oh, but it's a free hit. Shut up.
Yep. Yeah, Hunting Gunner says, good evening to TJ Dalconnor, all in the chat watching 3 points more important than the overall performance. The squad will not win the chat. All the Champions League, too many shortcomings. I still agree with you. We have to plug a couple of holes, before we move forward. And there were several. And now we have, and we're going to get into the player ratings today, or here now, I think we're going to go for about an hour, right, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's like, I think especially now that we're going to be missing Vieira for three league games. We got to hope that we get.
I know.
I know, but he's at least. I know, guys. I get it.
No, he's a number. He's an added number.
He's a number. Guys. I'm saying he's a warm body that is better than Kai Havertz. Yeah. He's a warm body.
Yeah.
We cannot play the kids in these games. We can't.
100%.
So that's why I'm saying that was why I was so pissed about him getting sent off. It was stupid. It was such a stupid move to be making it that part of the game.
Yeah.
So risky, so stupid. And he knew he was done. He knew he was done.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, oh yeah, I know. I'm like, don't do it then. Burnley 3-1. We were up. No reason to be making that challenge. Zero.
All the tweets will be, oh, don't worry, Fabi. Don't worry.
Don't worry, Fabi.
Yeah.
Enjoy the couch for the 3 matches.
Patrick would have been
on the bench in no time, Fabi. It's okay.
Yeah.
Heads up, Fabi.
God, so dumb. All right, do you guys want to get into the player ratings? Because I do, and I want to see what this chat has to say. Big up the chat every single time. Can we get to 30 likes? Question mark. Get us to 30 likes before. And if you're watching on playback, make sure that you are liking, sharing, commenting. Let us know what you think about our ratings. Let me know if you think I'm just a stupid American that doesn't know what he's talking about football wise.
Pretty much.
Comment on Dal's glasses. You know, we respond to every single comment we respond to. Either myself, Dal, or Connor. We always respond. So get those comments in. Get those player ratings into the chat if you are still along with us. 18 watching. Thank you to every single one of you guys. Okay, let's get into it. My goalkeeper. I don't care. I'm being shameless at this point.
Isn't it Carl Hein? I thought Carl Hein was your goalkeeper.
Yeah. Send him back to Estonia expeditiously. I can't believe I know where he's from.
My goalkeeper joined West Ham.
We're not getting into that. David Raya.
Do you want to kick off?
You kick off. You kick off. We'll go Connor and then Dal.
It's sort of like Burnley had their chances, definitely, but it was a sort of like a bit of another day where for maybe about 60% of the time he could have sat back and rolled a zoo, and just had a drink. That was his day again, But unfortunately, when it did come to it, and obviously we conceded the goal, I'm not going to put it fully on Rare because it was a deflection at the end of the day, and that can stumble a goalkeeper. But for me, I'm just going to give him a 6. Had nothing to do, nothing wrong with it. Just had a 6 because he had nothing to do, really. Another day. Yeah. So, oh Jesus. Okay. Yeah. All right.
You got
Big up Juminho, man. Big up. It's all love.
Big up Juminho every time.
All love.
I'm going to give Juminho and go 5 because I didn't like his beard.
Yeah, I mean that's about as much reasoning as.
Wait, hold on a minute. Have you got them glasses on because you're high?
No, I got them on because I had 3 hours of sleep, Connor.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
There's a lot of Zoot talk in the chat too.
Then again, I still believe that Dow was 18 years old. I will still believe that to this day. I believe that was 18.
Fair enough. That's kind of weird when my kids are 12 and 14.
Which is a compliment, by the way.
That's a lot of pimping at 4 years old, Connor. I would give Ray a 5. He didn't do fuck all today. He had shit to do, thank God, because Saliba was absolutely fantastic today. Zinchenko was absolutely fantastic today. Gabriel, not so much. But no, he didn't have much to do. I'm going to give him a 5. Yeah, we never.
Okay, I'm going to give him a 6 because I thought he had a couple of saves at the beginning. Obviously, they were into his body. But, I don't really blame and people are going to give me stick for this. I really don't blame him for the goal. It was a deflection. He got caught out. I think if it was straight on, he would have been able to save it. But yeah, 6 because he didn't keep the clean sheet. And then other than that, he didn't have anything to do. First half, he did make a couple of saves. Like I was afraid that Burnley were going to get us on the counter in the first half, and they had 2 chances where Raya did have to put his body in front of it and make the save. So I'm not giving him an average. I think he was above average today. I would give him a 7 if he didn't give up the goal. But 6 for me for David Raya. Takahiro Tomiyasu, Connor.
Yeah, I think probably one of the weakest out of the defense today. That's not a bad thing. Yeah. I mean, let's be honest, he did get ran down on that goal. He got, very much ran down, but that was just down to the guy who was just a lot more faster than him and he couldn't keep up with him. For me, I feel like it's really harsh, but I'm going to give him a 6. I think he was very solid, but the worst out of a very, very good bunch. But that's not a bad. I want to make sure that's not a bad thing. I'm going to give him a 6 personally.
Okay. Dow.
Tommy?
Yeah.
Tommy, yeah.
Yeah. He looked like he had his fruit chews, so I'll give him a 6.
Oh, that's never going to be forgotten, is it?
I'm gonna give him. Man, he would have gotten a 7 if he didn't choke on the goal. Like him getting beat on the left side led to that goal. So I'm gonna give him a 6. Yeah, he needs to do better there if he wants to start consistently. Like if we have wingers better than the class that Burnley brings coming at us, then Tommy Asu has to do better. So yeah, 6 from Tommy. For Tommy on that one. William Rolls Royce Saliba.
No, solid. No, I mean, I could say 10 out of 10, but we did concede a goal. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
We did concede a goal. But 9, man. Class. Probably one of the best players at the club, if not at the moment, currently. And he's just so good, man. Rolls Royce. And we've got at the end of the day, you got to thank Unai Emery for this shit. Because Unai Emery picked him up. At the end of the day, he is the reasoning behind this. And solid, man. I'm going to give him a 9. My centre back, no one can write me off chatting shit about him. Never. I'll back that guy to the day I die. Class centre back. 9 for me.
Yep. What do you got, Dal?
I've got that he is levels above Romero. All due respect for Romero being Mr. World Cup guy, but I mean, come on. It's Argentina. You could have been the defender for Argentina, TJ, and they would have won the World Cup. Let's be honest.
I don't know about all that.
Tired of that dialogue. I don't know about that either, to be honest. Tired of the dialogue comparison, man. He's one of the best 3 CBs in the league. Virgil van Dijk, Diaz, and Saliba. Let's be real. I give him an 8.5. He was absolutely fantastic today.
Yeah, I'm giving him an 8.5 too because he wasn't my man of the match, and I don't think anybody necessarily deserved a 10 today. So I'm giving him an 8.5 as well because there is a 9 in the chamber ready to be fired. Yeah. So yeah, we'll throw him at an 8.
Juninho's on it again. It was Martinez Otamendi that carried him. Absolutely. So all that bull crap we heard from our pal Will about using the World Cup squad though, but he's done nothing. I mean, seriously, shout out to Will, but I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah, big up Will. Happy Veterans Day to Will, by the way. He's a boss. He served in the Air Force. He's an absolute legend. No, he did. He did. Yeah. No, shout out to all the veterans and Will. Will is a friend. We sewer Will on this channel, but Will is a friend of the channel. So we do it out of love, people. We do it out of love.
Right, I'm only commenting on something that he posted, a couple weeks ago, and I get it. It's biased clickbait. But he's still got a good show, and I still like what he does on YouTube. He's just on the wrong team.
Yeah, 100%, 110%. Well, no, he's on our team again now because we're in the international. We're in the international break.
Oh, okay.
We'll probably do a watch along.
The Allegiants do a little waffling and flip flopping.
Yeah, okay. exactly right. All right. Well, all right. We're on to Gabrielle. We're on to Gabrielle now. What do you got, Connor?
Come on, Connor. He wasn't that bad.
Between a 5 and a 6. Between a 5 and a 6. At the end of solid, but again, not as good as Zinchenko and Saliba. I do think he was more on the level of Tomiyasu today, so probably a 6. But if you're going to give a 5, I agree. For me, a 6.
What do you got, though?
Maybe a bit
7. Straight 7. I think Connor's a little harsh, but that's okay. I mean, I think he was a 7. I still think he's a solid defender, but I think Connor and you, TJ, both said it earlier. He gets out of position, and I think sometimes he's his own worst enemy, and he gets a little flustered. You can tell, and then the weird body motion comes in, and you're right. I mean, he just looks like a giraffe sometimes. Shout out to giraffes. Well, fuck Kai Havertz, but he moves like a tall animal. He's just flailing around, and that's the bozo gene. He will never get rid of the bozo gene, but we love him because he's still a top CB. We brought him. Did we bring him in before Saliba or with this right after?
Gabriel?
After, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to give him a 7 today. He wasn't as good as his twin brother, but he tried.
Drew Gunner, you know what? I modded you, man, but don't tell me how to run my channel. I will give 0.5s all
You
day.
just got to round up, buddy.
I mean,
I
I'm not
don't
gonna
care.
lie. The 0.5s make my job a bit harder because I got Adam.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. Am I making you work?
Just
Sorry.
Yeah, you are.
5.
I'm trying to chill
No,
here. It's Saturday night.
Big up Drew Gunner every single time. Yeah, I'm giving Gabriel a 6. I thought he's just a little shaky. Caught the deflection. It was unlucky. Right?
Totally
I think we can agree that it was unlucky. He does get a little flustered. And yeah, I'm gonna give him a 6 for that. He didn't play badly, but he wasn't like he's not a 7. He didn't get a 7 for me. He really didn't.
He was a 7, PJ. Damn it, you're gonna put it on there. I'm just kidding.
Okay, this is gonna be a fun one for the chat. Alexander Zinchenko.
He was in his element today. It's as simple as that. He
Yeah.
was in his element. Didn't have to worry about defending too much.
Nope.
Doing his normal thing of riling up the crowd. Yo, chat moving mad. 6.
Chat is moving
Listen,
absolutely.
I'm not the biggest fan of Zinchenko. Wow. But I thought he was fantastic going
I
forward.
thought he was great today.
I'm going to give him an 8. I thought he was fantastic today. But that's again, I'm going to make it very clear. He was in his element today. When it's up against City or Liverpool or even Tottenham or even Newcastle, that's when he's not on it. Because when he's in midfield, and even the commentators were saying that I was watching, he was in his correct position. Whack him in that midfielder role, and he's chilling. He's so happy there. Play a left back at left back. Take that fraud out, number 29. Take him out. Put Zinchenko in there, and you'll see a completely different Arsenal going forward. But hey, we're just the average fan. We don't know anything about football. I'm going to give Zinchenko an 8. Sorry, chat. I thought he was fantastic today.
What do you got, Dal?
Well, I agree with a lot of what Connor says, but if we move Zinchenko to midfield, I think there's something there. But again, he will only be good against the Burnleys and the Lutons. I don't know if he's that good in midfield, Connor. I mean, do you want Zinchenko against Chelsea, United, Liverpool?
Yeah. In terms of creativity, Dal,
Oh,
and he plays there for Ukraine, and he does a good job. So
I know, true. No. Like I said, you get big comments. I'm just worried about him overall. We say defensively he's bad. Going forward, he looks decent, but really overall, he's a very average player. And so I don't know, Connor. I would like to see that experiment against a big club, a big team like a Newcastle, Aston Villa, right? Maybe not a City or Liverpool. So maybe there's something there. I'm going to give him a 7.5 today because of Drew. And yeah, I thought he was all right. He got a great goal. He did some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles shit and he scored. Pretty cool. But other than that,
it was a sick goal.
It was a sick goal. Our man Luke gave him a 9, said he was one, but I'll go 8. I'll go an 8 for Zinchenko today. He was one of his better games.
He was waiting for that goal because he's been waiting to do like a long shot, something like that for so long. I've been seeing him trying to do it. And but yeah, no. He was great.
I'll give him an 8, Connor, but I worry about his defensive skills, but I also worry about his midfield skills. I don't know if they're that interchangeable. I don't know if he can just turn it on like that, He can against Burnley, right? But we'll see.
Okay. Before I give my ratings. Oh, Jacob.
Oh, boy.
It is going to be a very long week for you. I hate to say it. It's going to be a very long week for you. I have a fun announcement at the end of the show. And then, Jacob, I will see you on American Waffle. You will be on the bottom row, and I cannot wait to shit all over you. Big yourself up, though. I told you. That's all I'm going to say is I told you. Any Spurs fan that comes to me this week, all I'm going to say is I told you.
So we're doing TJ for Zinchenko.
Zinchenko, 8. I thought it was one of his best games of the season. I think, unfortunately, Burnley is his level, though. What a goal. What a goal. Like I said at the top of the show, one of the best looking goals of the season for Arsenal. I still think Eddie Nketiah's goal against Sheffield from outside the box is still my goal of the season. But I'm still, Zinchenko. I mean, look, I think a lot of us have biases against Zinchenko just because of some of the stuff that he does off the pitch too. And I don't necessarily agree with some of the focus, but you got to grade him. You got to grade him within the game, right? And within the game today, he was fantastic.
He was.
So Big up
Right.
Alexander Zinchenko. Big up, I saw his wife was in the crowd too. So always good to be performing in front of family. Big up Alexander Zinchenko. He gets an 8 from me.
And you can't keep rating him against that Arnold Trent Alexander nutmeg that he did last season. You got a good point.
I can't.
There.
No, you
only
can't.
judge
You
these
got to
guys
win game by game.
after game until you start seeing a pattern, right? Like we've seen a pattern with Shai Kai that he's absolute crap, and he hasn't done anything else to really change our minds or opinions on that.
Right. And this is what I'm talking about, Rams. Like, yeah, you can say that, but you can't judge him based off of that within the game, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
100%.
So, all right, let's move on. Jorginho, he gets 7 stitches at least from me. Connor, what do you got?
You took a massive hit, didn't he? Jesus.
Yeah, he did, man. That was. I thought I was watching.
Do you know what? A couple of our players took a big hit today. To be fair, so did what do we call it? So did Trossard. Yeah. But no, yeah. I'm Jorginho. I'm gonna give him a 7. Solid. Done the job he needed to do. It's times like this and the previous game as well where I really hope that he stays this consistent because I don't want him for next season. I'm going to be completely brutal. I don't want him here next season. But if you're going to do this and carry on like this, I know he's the age he is. He is getting on a bit. But we're going to need you when it comes to it because we've got a guy who I really like, but he's always injured. So you're the guy that we need to step up to. And it was another good game for him today. And I hope that he carries it on at Brentford after the international break. So for that, I'm going to give him a 7. I thought he was very solid today. Very good.
Dal?
I agree with Connor, but I'm going to give him a 6. I think he slows us down just a little bit too much within our build-up. Sometimes it's, he gets the ball, he passes it right on. The pass he made, I think, the other day for Saka against Seville was absolutely beautiful. But I still think he just slows it down, man. I mean, I think a 7's kind of fair, but I think a 6 is too. So I'm going to 6.5 because of Drew.
Yeah. I'm going to give him, I was going to give him a 6, but I'll give him a 6.5. He just scares me, guys. He just scares me. And I know we're supposed to, what, you're rolling your eyes? Why are you rolling your eyes?
Give him a whole number.
Okay. Fine. I'll give him a fine. If we need to do it, I'll give him a 7. I'll give him a 7. Here's the thing is that he takes care of the ball. He's taking care of the ball very well. He took care of the ball today, but he still scares me a little bit with the way that he holds onto the ball. He holds onto the ball way too long, and I keep talking about this. And then he gets the back pass. And by the time he gets the back pass on, the press is already on. So that's one of those things where we're going to end up paying for that. We paid for it against Spurs, and hopefully we don't pay for it against the Aston Villas, the West Hams in the league. That kind of scares me. So in judging in the game today, 7.
Yeah, and I thought this was very funny. Domino's UK tweeted today,
dude,
trolling Spurs.
Whoever runs their socials has to be an Arsenal fan.
100%. I don't even think you have to be an Arsenal fan to hate Spurs fans. But hey, it is what it is. No one wants to see them have success, but it is what it is. We've got this guy next.
Oh boy, Kai Havertz. Go ahead, Connor.
I'm gonna slap a big fat 2 on him just because he tied his laces. Shock him. How the hell can we have a performance like that going forward and he's barely involved again? I genuinely believe, and the players, we're behind him, blah, blah, blah. I don't think they are behind the scenes. I genuinely think behind the scenes there's a little, when you're in school, Chinese whispers going like that. I genuinely think they're saying, don't pass to this twat. They just don't. They ruin our flow. I mean, we talk about Jorginho slowing it down. Jesus Christ. I mean, I was seeing him trying to create opportunities today. When he has an opportunity towards goal, he's sort of even if he's not having to take a shot, if he's having to make a pass to try and get an assist, it's like he's in slow motion thinking about it. Really just think, I'm just move the ball. Just move it about. If that's what you got to do. And he was shocking. I'm going to give him a 2 just because he's tied up his laces. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. And he shouldn't be starting until he bulks up. Play him in the FA Cup against Swindon Town or something, but that's his level. Oh, shit. Bro, do you know what? If I was Arteta and I had balls, but I won't because I've just spent 65 million on him, I'd whack him in the under 23s. Let him rot down there. I'll half his wage it. No, I won't even that. I'd fucking he's just such. And do you know what? I don't even mean to be angry at him, but he's making me be like this because I've given him so many fucking opportunities to perform, and he hasn't. And he keeps being the same old player he is. And you can't balls it and say, I'm getting into it and all this shit. You've been here long enough. You've played enough games. You are crap. You're shit. Biggest waste of money we've spent. Seriously, and that's even going along the lines of like Pepe and stuff. Seriously, 65 million. We could have got Maddison and Basuma with that money combined. Yep. That's what Spurs paid for both those midfielders, and we got this guy. Is what it is. 2 dead food.
Dow.
I give him a 2 too, bro. Dead food fam. Dead food fam. He gets a 2.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going.
Dead food fam. He gets a 2.
Watching Top Boy.
Big up Sully.
Big up Sully. Yeah, absolutely. I gotta finish season 3 of that now that I think about it. I keep getting distracted. What a show! What an incredible show.
Shit, Stell's on Wheel Tottenham TV. Jesus Christ. Fair play to Stell.
Who is?
Stell's on Wheel Tottenham TV.
Yeah, they dropped the link. They dropped a link for him, so he's out there. He's probably preaching truth to me.
And they've got the match reaction. Oh, this is class. I'm gonna have to watch that later. That'll be fun.
No, dude, no. That's all I'm gonna do this afternoon is clean the house and watch the match reactions from the Spurs guys. I don't care. Our match reactions, I think, are pretty boring at this point. But the Spurs meltdown, I am here for it.
100%.
Yeah. Kai Havertz too. Had a chance to get a header. He's awful. Like he had a nailed on header too, and he missed it. This guy, man, like he's never gonna come good ever. So what are we even talking about here? Why is he in the team still? Why?
It's his dead food.
The only reason he's in the team today is because Odegaard had to go get a surgery done. So what are we doing here? We're done. I'm done with this guy. I'm done. Done. Declan Rice.
Oh, that went
bit quiet. I think that's fair to say. A bit quiet today. I think
he was quiet.
And that's not a bad thing. I mean, I think I probably wouldn't put him. I think Jorginho was a little bit more influential today. I know we say he slowed down the game, but I think he was a little bit more influential today. I'm going to personally give him a 6, which I don't know like doing with Declan Rice, but I just think he was a bit not missing, but just not that effective. But then again, we were very much in control of the game. So yeah, he had I think, what was it, 2 opportunities to score a goal?
Yeah. But he had a good opportunity outside of the box. He almost hit.
So, but for me, I'm going to give him a 6. I think it's fair. I'm not going to just overdo it because Declan Rice. I will give him a 6 today, but nothing bad with it.
Yep. This chat is fucking cracking me up, dude. This chat is elite. You guys are incredible.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Look, I cannot be held responsible for what Dow says on this chat. I need to create a banner that says not all views expressed on TJ Warren TV reflect the views of TJ Warren.
But I'm on 3 hours sleep because
I know that's what I'm saying.
At 5 in the morning, I got up to watch the Arsenal.
I can't be held responsible. That's all I'm saying is I can't be held responsible for the views of Dow.
I drank last night.
Are you going back to bed? Off this time?
Oh, he is.
Yeah, right. I am.
100%. He is. What do you got for Declan Rice? Dow?
I'm giving the man a 5 today. He wasn't rice baby today.
He was pretty crap today.
He wasn't crap, but he was invincible. But he ran his ass off. There was a point, I think it was the 85th minute, you can see him just like literally running full speed box to box in the 85th minute. Big up Declan Rice. It just he was I gotta agree 100% with our man Connor. He was just quiet today. It's not like he did anything bad. He didn't do anything specifically good. I'm going to give him a 5. I'm going to be a little real to it. 5, 6. I'm going to give him a 5 because he could have done better. He could have done better.
He didn't make any.
To it. But he didn't do anything wrong, right? But in games like Burnley, it's like he can go. He should go.
Yeah, you're right.
Am I wrong?
No, you're right. No, you're right. I agree with you. You're convincing me.
He was average today, but that's okay because he has been phenomenal for the last 3 or 4 weeks. So we can let him up today with the 5. Let him get a little breather. Jaminho's in love.
Killing me, man.
Jaminho's on his Tinder page. He loves Rice so much. That's okay, Jaminho. We know how you feel.
I'm gonna give him I was gonna give him a 7, but I'm gonna give him a 6 because you kind of convinced me. I mean, he didn't put a foot wrong, but again, not putting a foot wrong doesn't mean you put a foot right. Yeah. And he didn't impact the game the way we expect him to impact the game. So he's good moving forward. He's good moving forward. I don't feel I don't necessarily feel like I feel bad for him a little bit because look at who he has to share the midfield with.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I do feel bad for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you, Jay. This midfield is aching for ESR. It really is. We need someone who can just run for a good 80 minutes, stay injury free, and be box to box with a little bit of trickery and an eye for a pass. Rice, Odegaard, and Havertz not Havertz. I'm sorry. Rice, Odegaard, and ESR is the way forward because Vieira can't do it. Obviously, Havertz can't do it. Jorginho's not going to make it through the season, bro. I don't think his legs and his ability is going to make it through. And I think Thomas Partey's done. I don't even think he's coming back in 2024. So that means Rice has got to sit in the hole. And I'd have no problem with ESR being the box to box.
Yep. Me neither. I'd be fine with it.
The direction to go,
Yep. No, I agree with you. Yeah. So I think we're all in agreement. Yeah. Rice average today. Bukayo Saka.
Good. But again, not the Saka I want to see. It's I'm going to give him I don't think he was terrible. I'm going to give him a 7. But again, then again, I do again think Martinelli was a lot more influential today. But maybe I'm just chatting shit. I don't know. Do you know what? I'm going to be honest. I'm going to give him a 6. He was a bit mid. And yeah, exactly. Jamila, I know he got the assist. And but not the Saka we know, still. And he's got called up to England again. I don't know what's happening, man. But listen, he got the assist, fair play. I'm going to agree with chat. I'm going to give him a 6 personally.
Okay. Del?
6. He was just a little bit better than Rice today.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
couldn't get much going, but I agree 100%. Martinelli was more of an
and give him a 7.
I think that's harsh. I'm giving him a 7. I think that's harsh. I think he played well. He's still not. Connor, I agree with you. He's still not up to the levels of what we expect from Bukayo Saka. But again, look at who he has in the midfield. Look at who he has to work with feeding him.
Yeah,
and behind him today, Ben White was not behind him today. Another thing you got to keep in mind is that Tomiyasu was behind him today. I thought he did well with what he had. I might be getting in my feelings about Bukayo, but I thought he was solid today. I'm giving him a 7. But you guys give him a 6, so he stays in the 6. Okay,
sweet.
Let's go ahead and get to Gabriel Martinelli.
7 for me. I do think he was more influential than Saka today. Again, really. But he was good. I mean, I'm not going to lie. He did lose a couple duels now and then with some of the Burnley defenders. And I was like, could be doing a bit better. But he was dribbling really well, trying the great chances. But then again, he's being locked off by 2 defenders and wingers. So he's trying. But I'm going to give him a 7. I think he was just a little bit better than Saka today. So for that reason, I'm going to give him a 7.
All right. Dow?
I'm really torn between Jorginho saying an 8 and a 7 because I thought he was kind of more of the engine going forward than Saka was. He did get double teamed a bit, but he was able to wiggle out a lot of that. He did a lot of reverse passes and trying to move around. He worked with Trossard well.
Yep.
But I think a 7 is a little more clear. I think an 8's just a little bit much.
Okay.
So 7.
7. I'm also going to give him a 7. I thought he was very good. Still a huge threat over there on the left. He was making that left back. I don't even remember what his name was, but he was making that left back work. I just think that he is so exactly what Rams said. Rams, you are spot on here. He's been one of our most consistent players this season. He's maybe had 1 or 2 where you could say, he was average, but the rest of the time he's consistently getting 6, 7s, 8s from us. So yeah, Martinelli today, 7 impacted the game, but just not on the score sheet.
Right.
That's all. Yep. Impacted the game, not on the score sheet. Leandro, my number 9, Trossard. Let's go, Connor.
not only is he your number 9, I'm going to give him a 9 because I
Yeah.
think goal and assist, that's what you want from your players. And I think he deserves. I was talking about maybe Saliba being my man of the match, but I think Trossard just tops it. And I know Saliba got the goal, very good defensively today, which is what we needed, and he did respond well. But you can't remember Trossard was there for both the moments when one we needed the goal before half time, which was crucial, and I think played a big part of our game, and also got the assist for the moment. I mean, without the assist, you don't have the goal. I mean, you got to look at it like that. Without the assist, you do not have the goal. So for me, 9, man of the match. I just thought about it. Yeah, man of the match, fantastic. And he took one in the shoulder to get our goal as well. And he has to be there. I mean, I do think when Jesus comes back, I do think he will unfortunately be dropped again. But that's how Arteta works. But there is no way you can have this fraud number 14 ahead of him. No way. My baller, 9. And I do think it was still fantastic business that we got him over Mudryk. Maybe not in the long term, but for now, fantastic. 9 for me.
Dow.
Ditto, 9. He was absolutely superb today. Finally, someone that can cross the ball. I mean, big shout out to our guys, Martinelli and Saka, but maybe taking corners is just not for them. You know, sometimes it is absolute shambolic the way they take corners. Just barely getting it across the first man. It's either too low, too high. But Trossard was spot on today, you guys. I just think that he's phenomenal when he's on. But we've seen him play as like crap, right, TJ? I.e. Fulham.
Consistency has been a little bit of an issue this season.
Yeah, right. But today he was huge, by far the man of the match today, and I'm gonna give him a 9 too. It wasn't a 10 performance because I think to get a 10 you got to be a little extra silky on the day, but he was fantastic today. So he was obviously our best player on the pitch. So yeah, shout out Trossi. And I don't know if it's shoulder or his forearm. I'm not sure exactly, but at least he got up, man. I was worried that he was done.
I was afraid he was done. I was afraid he was done.
Another injury of a real now. When your bench starts getting injured, you know you have problems, right? That's the issue. So, yeah, he is. He was a standout player today, and all the shout out to him. So definitely a 9, my man of the match as well.
Yeah. Trossardinho, 9 for me. What do you got? Unreal. Yeah, no, I have trouble doing that. My wrists don't go like that. Woo! What a player. Obviously, like I said, and I called him out for his consistency, especially when he's not coming off the bench. When he starts, like for example, against who was it? Was it against Fulham? Yeah, Fulham. He just laid a stinker out there. So when I saw him starting at the 9, I was like, okay, well, it's better than Nketiah. We still don't have Jesus, so that we gotta go with what we gotta go with. But he was absolutely fantastic today. Took him a minute to grow into the game, but you can tell this is a guy who will die for this club. Okay, so this is why I don't respect a lot of how Arteta treats him, because as soon as Jesus comes back, he's gonna lose his spot. Yep. Which is why I'm kind of like, if we have those players available, let's rotate a little bit. I think Jesus is just as effective, and I might get Seward here. He's just as effective as a right winger than he is at 9.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So why not? So why not put in a little bit of rotation there? I really don't see the problem, especially with the fact that we are going to make it out of the group in the Champions League. There are a lot of very, very important games coming up, especially at the beginning of next year, into this year, beginning of next year. Put in that rotation, especially if Trossard stays consistent the way he's been staying consistent. Today, he sacrificed for that goal. Yeah. Because I think if we didn't get that goal before halftime, we might not be having this kind of conversation.
Yep, that's for sure. Because Burnley did no mugs out there in the second half today. They tried to get something going. I mean, I know they fouled the hell out of us and stuff, but what you said about Trossard is right, and it's from your lips to Arteta's ears, buddy. I just, we won 6 straight last season when Jesus was out and Trossard up top. Yep. We had that little blip with Man City and Everton, and then we went on to win 6 straight games with him on top. And then, of course, we played Liverpool, and the house of cards came down. But with that said, he's got to stay healthy. That's number one. And I'm not 100% sold on him as a striker, to be honest, guys. I'd like him as a winger or a central mid.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where he's most effective, but I've been proved wrong, right? And I don't mind being proved wrong when people like him perform. But I just, oh man, and I agree with Connor, of course, too. I don't even want to bring Eddie and Ketty into the conversation, but I just think like today you could see like he was looking for goals. He was running in and out of the box a bit and just trying to be available, right? Which is, and Ketty tries to do that, but it just doesn't come off because he always ends up behind the defender. The defender always gets in front of him. He loses the ball. But I don't know. There's something there with Trossard, but he just needs to stay healthy. That's the main thing.
Yep. Agreed. 100%. So I think we're all giving him a 9. Let's go ahead and move into the subs. Fabio Vieira.
1. You can't be putting in a challenge like that, and you got a red card. And in my eyes, that means you're worse than Havertz today. So that's a 1. And I hope he learns his lesson because that was just reckless.
Yeah. Dow?
Oh, 1. I don't understand what he was doing there, and I absolutely do not rate him at all. I just think him and Havertz have to be 2 of the 4 out the door this January, I hope. I mean, Havertz won't, but Vieira needs to go on loan. He needs to go to the weight room. It's just, we were bigging him up again. It's so funny. We were bigging him up early in the season because he was better than Havertz, right?
Well, he was coming off the bench and doing bits. Like he played very, very well off the bench in those first 2 or 3 games of the season, and then he just returned to form. Right. It's so disappointing.
It is disappointing, but I never rated him to begin with. I didn't know who the hell he was when we bought him. He's a clown settings today for sure. So yeah, Connor's right, a 1. He was absolutely insignificant today.
Yeah, no, he detrimental.
Detrimental, yeah.
I'm giving him a 1 too. He's lucky he doesn't get a negative 10,000. I'm not trying to make Connor work too hard. Absolutely shambolic red. You cannot be doing that with a 3-1. With a 3-1 lead. And when did he get sent off? It was around the 80th minute. Like, come on.
Yeah,
come on, guys.
Burnley were on the aggression. I mean, they were looking to get a couple goals.
Yeah. What do we do? Like, what are we doing here? Yeah. 1, shambolic. Reece Nelson.
Can I be honest? I'm going to give the next 3 a 5.
The next three we're going. I mean, maybe give Kiwi or a 4 because he needs to keep his boot down.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Literally do that. We'll give these 2 a 5, and we'll give Kiwi a 4 to keep his boot down.
Yeah, that scream. You could hear that scream come from.
Yeah, man. Okay, good.
That was brutal.
So he owes him dinner or a night with his girlfriend. So, Georgina is married. He can't do that shit. I mean, I can't say that on the stream. Anyway, Mikel Arteta. Listen, probably could have put out the best team we could have put out. Yeah. We could. Okay. Anyway, what's the chat saying, man? Chat's going mad.
Chat's going mad. We got my guy Kyle Walsh Gunner in the chat in the cut. Hey Kyle Walsh, I saw you message me on Facebook. Do you want to come on American Idiots on Friday? Let me know, please.
Please come on.
Please come on, please.
Up our shows.
For me personally, I'm going to give Mikel Arteta a 7. I mean, let's be honest. The first half attacking was very poor, and again, I think we need to widen the pitch out more. But hey, it's just me because again, Burnley played the low block, had all their defenders and midfielders back in their box. We took ages to break them down. And, man, something needs to change in terms of going forward. Listen, I'm all for getting a 3-1 win. It's what we need. We need to keep winning. But there's going to become a point where there's going to become that's just rude, man. There's going to become a point where we're going to struggle again to find goals. And it's not going to be against the Burnley. It's going to be against other people. So, for me, I'm going to give him a 7 because the second half was obviously a lot better and it was probably the best team we could have put out today. So 7 for me for Mikel Arteta.
All right, Dal?
6.
Okay.
Just 7. It was okay. I mean, what kind of tactics can you run against Burnley, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
like
Connor said, widen out the pitch, which I thought we did widen out the pitch. We looked more similar to our Sevilla setup than we did our Newcastle setup. So that means to me we widened the pitch more because Newcastle, we were so narrow. But with that said, I just I just can't rate this guy any higher than a 5. I'm sorry. I gotta give him a 5.
Okay.
I just, the one thing he did good was what? I mean, put Trossard up front. I mean, the tactics speak for themselves. It's Burnley. I'm
Yep.
tired of this guy. I am. I just the looks he was giving the fourth referee, and some of the, just trying to be, knows the camera's on him. He's got sunken eyes and stupid hair. He wears that stupid black coat.
I had like the tiniest little feeling that Dow doesn't like Otto. Just to, like,
It's just like now we're going to personal attacks.
Yeah, he's going to like
fucking hate his car.
White, that's a shit car. I hate his shoes.
Stupid sweater. His stupid sweaters he wears all the time.
Speaks with that funny accent.
So what are you giving him, Dow? 6?
I would give him a 6. He got, besides the Havertz thing, he put Trossard up front, which is exactly what I wanted to see. I don't want to see Eddie or Havertz near the bus, near Colney, near Emirates Stadium. I don't want to see him in North London. Just send them down to Pompey because I'm freaking done with the both of them.
Gross.
I am.
What are you saying, TJ?
We beat Burnley. Yay. I'm more excited for Spurs loss than I am for our win today. What does that say?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, all right, Arteta, I'm going to give. I can't give 0.5s. I can't give 0.5s.
I can't.
Yeah, so I'm going to round up. I'll give him a 7. I thought he was fine. I mean, I can't give him a 6 because we won.
Yeah, you can. Look at everyone else we gave a 6.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know what? Put him at 6. Put him at 6. And here's the thing. I'm going to go back to what I said.
Out of his boxing gloves.
Here's what I said, and I'm going to go back on what I said because I'm going to give him a minus a point because of the way he conducted himself after that freaking Newcastle game.
Can we be honest?
Better.
We've just made our player ratings look like a middle finger.
I mean, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Like, let's be honest. Like he needs to do better. He needs to carry himself better as the manager of Arsenal Football Club. Do better. Do better.
Oh yeah.
All right. That's all I'm asking for. We are one of the top 3 teams in London. Do better. Do better. Anyway. All right. That was it for the player rating segment of this match. We are going to go ahead and get out of here because I have a couple of streams later and I have stuff I got to do. So let's go ahead and shout out, starting with Connor. Big up everybody in the chat, by the way. We did get to 35 likes. If you're watching on playback, get us to 40 likes before the end of the day. All right, Connor, what do you got for us, man?
Yeah, thanks for everyone for tuning in. Big win. We're now second. Fingers crossed. Brentford get a result at Anfield and we can stay second because if Liverpool score 2 or more goals, they are above us, unfortunately. Fingers crossed Chelsea get a win tomorrow as well. But thanks everyone for tuning in. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please do. We're trying to get to 600 subscribers. Very close. I think we're 10 away now. So, yeah, we've now got to deal with international break for the next 2 weeks, which means making content is going to be fun.
So we got great stuff coming up. I'm not worried about it.
Actually, yeah, no, we do. To be fair, we do. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And yeah, big win and big up to TJ and Dow as well. Yeah,
absolutely. Dow, get yourself to bed, dude.
Yeah, go to bed, bro.
6:45 this morning, TJ and Connor. 6:45. The old Goonster was up to watch the Burnley match today. It was peaking that first half, but anyway, we got the win. We got the 3 points. And again, I'm more excited for Spurs loss because I think I called the 2-1 Wolves win in our predictions.
You did.
Did you actually?
Yeah, he did.
Wow, you tricky bastard.
I think I called what other prediction I think I got right. I think there's another one in there. I'll have to check it.
Probably.
The Arsenal one.
I'm just glad I didn't put in a stinker like I did last week. Yikes.
No, I don't know. Just to summarize, TJ, it's been it was a good weekend for us. Like Connor said, let's hope City drop points, and let's hope Liverpool get done as well. But this is what we kind of expected, right? Liverpool at second, us at third, City top, right? So this isn't really kind of new to us because we kind of think Liverpool are probably going to win. because Brentford are really, really bad, to be honest. Their defense is shambolic. So let's stick with third and be somewhat happy about it, because this was a crucial weekend. We needed Spurs to lose. We needed to win, which happened. So let's make sure the other games go. But let's keep our fingers crossed for Brentford, and let's see what happens. But being third is right now in week 12 is not bad. It's not bad. I'd rather be first, but we are where we are, and we're actually playing a little bit better than I thought we would. I thought we might drop the ball today, but anyway. Yeah, where is CQ, by the way?
It disappeared because they can't.
She was messaging me on WhatsApp this morning. She says don't loop her in with the frauds.
Yeah.
Big up CQ, and big up everybody in the chat. Thanks you guys all for being here this morning. Shout out Kyle for joining us a little late, but you got in here. Rams, Henning Gunner. I see lots of familiar names. Of course, Carl, Jaminho, and everyone else. Great show, DJ. It was a lot of fun. I'm definitely out of it. I'm just not feeling 100%.
Get yourself to bed, man.
I'm
I'll see you
feeling better than it was earlier.
I'll see you online tonight. Let's shoot some zombies. Let's get some work done. Let's get some work done. Yeah, no, and Kyle did say, and Kyle, I will shoot you. I'll shoot you the time. We'll talk about it. But Kyle is coming on American Idiots this Friday. Yes. So we got 2 weeks in a row of legends. So we got Kyle Walsh Gunner this Friday. And then the Friday after that, I believe that will be Lee Gunner. So we will have Lee Gunner's coming back.
Right. Hold on a second, though. I talked with Lee, actually, and he said there is a game Friday.
Oh, crap. You're right.
So Thursday, that 24th, is Thanksgiving.
Awesome.
I'm in St. Louis on Thanksgiving. I can't.
Brighton, I think Lee said Brighton plays that Friday.
What's Brighton? Is he doing a watch? Is it because he's doing a watch?
Yeah, he does watch alongs on those Friday games.
So
we'll figure it out. But yeah, no, me and Lee have been talking. We'll figure it out.
You mentioned that to me. Anyway, yeah. So like you said, TJ, 2 big guests coming up in the next couple of weeks. It'll be peak. It'll be fun.
There is no Friday fixture, by the way. There's no Friday fixture
on the 25th.
That's Saturday, the 25th.
Okay, good. God, don't scare me like that, man. Come on.
Let's double check.
I'm looking forward to that. And we got to book like Lee like 2 months in advance because he's that high in demand. But big up Lee for coming on every single time. He's an absolute legend. By the way, speaking of legends, I will be on. I got this message today after the Tottenham loss. I need to share it with you guys, and let's see if you guys can recognize the voice.
TJ, this is an opportunity.
Hold on. Oh, crap. I bottled it.
TJ, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. Jacob is on at 10. Wolves have beaten Tottenham Hotspur. If you want to come on at 10, let me know. We get revenge for this Jacob guy.
That Mo.
Husam, I was waiting for this message. I've been waiting for this opportunity. I will be there 10 p.m. UK time. It is on my calendar. Let's get this fraud. We told them, Husam. We told them they were imposters. Now they're figuring it out. Now we're going to tell them again.
Better late than never.
So catch me on This Is Football, 10 p.m. UK time. I will be sautéing the Tottenham Hotspur frauds. We told you. That's all I got to say. We told you. So catch me on This Is Football. Catch me tomorrow doing some freaking streaming, doing some The Road to Glory for Wrexham, and then we will see you on the next. I think the next time I'm live after that is with Staffy for American Waffle on Monday night. So again, 3-1 to the Arsenal. We're out of here.